Welcome back to the pirate park that I'm building. I'm leaning towards a name that has something to do with Cove. The Cove. Pirate Cove. I don't know. I think just the Cove. Anyhow, quick update on this park to give you, my buddy Adam, a little summary of what's going on here, because he likes to see the builds as they're in progress. This is going to be the main entrance area. We're building this out a bit. Done some tweaking here. Again, this is still all going to be built out later. Just want to get things, this whole little cavern above us. Just want to get the general sense here. Some food shops. I've built out this circle around this a bit with more shops and stuff, restrooms, etc. The ATM over here. Haven't decided what I'm going to do in this direction. Haven't decided if I'm going to close this off with the mountain thing. The water volcano mountain thing, or if I'm going to leave this open as a path towards building out some rides over here. I don't want this park to be massive, so I'm not sure how much of that I want to do, or if I want to build down below. I'm leaning towards building above right now. I wanted to do it below initially, but that's kind of, my mind is changing on that when I've seen how complex it's been. Anyhow, let's do the update on this first, and then we can talk about that later. Again, more shops here, but this little hotel-y thing, because I wanted it looking out over what's going to be this scenic vista right here. So the hotel is supposed to have, this is the actual hotel part, a view looking over this. And I intentionally built this, again, there will be a ceiling over all this, and then you're going to have a view as a bystander out over this cavern that I built, which I've started filling in with the roller coaster. And I wanted to be careful on building that roller coaster. More details on that once the coaster's done. But I just wanted to be careful about how much of the coaster you see. I didn't want all of this view here of waterfalls and canyons and stuff to be roller coaster. I wanted it to be limited on how much coaster you could see. So that's why a lot of it, you see it passing here. And the color will change. I haven't even touched the color scheme of it yet. But yeah, just I wanted you to see scenery. I didn't want you to see coaster wrapping around everywhere and anywhere and loops and blah blah blah. So tried to keep it a limited amount of track that you're going to see here. And eventually, again, this will all be covered, so you'll just walk up. It'll be kind of like you're underground, but you're in the mountain. And then there's a hole here, and you can see through here. And I'm not sure, again, how much of this will be exposed to the open sun. Probably most of it, but little mountains and stuff that I'll build around it. This is going to be the part that's all closed in. So anyhow, we filled the rest of this in with shops and stuff. Scenery to make the lines through here. I might come back and tweak this more later, but this is just your line to get back here into the sky ride. If I could walk through walls. So when you get on the sky ride, I've built this out a little, just to give you an idea of what I've had in mind with it. It comes over this, goes right over the main path, and it's going to go through this little cave right here, and then it gives you a quick glimpse of this little airplane ride thing. It's going to pass right next to it and over the queue for that. And then from here, initially I had thought I wanted it to go underground and pass kind of right next to the coaster in there, but now I'm actually thinking, now that I've built it out, I think I'm going to leave it level at this height and have it pass over this area in the background. And then again, this all hinges on whether I build out my rides up here or whether I build out a lot of rides down here. And right now at this point in time, I think I'm going to build back up here. So I'll have the sky ride take you across this just for like a scenic vista, and then catch up to the back side of the rides that I build out over here. That's what I'm leaning towards, or somewhere in this area. So that's going to be kind of closed off there. There will be another vista right here when you're going into queue for these little airplane things, where you can look out and see a little bit of the coaster going into the whirlpool area. That's that. this is just the main entrance area that you're getting an overview of. A lot of these, another ATM. That's the exit for the airplane ride. These little things will be changed out. I haven't figured out which shops I want on there. I'm gonna probably switch these to actually shops instead of restaurants. That's what I'm thinking. These will stay the drink shops. Maybe I'll put like one food out of these three. Maybe like I'll leave one. Maybe like instead of cheap beef, maybe make that cookies. And then a shop and a shop. Because for the entrance of the park, I want this to be a little bit of the shops and stuff. And that's it. That's it for the entrance area. That's a quick overview of what I got so far. And we'll keep on building from here. I don't want to take too much time on this just because it's really the entrance area. And again, all this, just kind of pretend that a lot of this is not built for any reason or purpose as much as just to help me lay it out. Because this might look nothing like this. I really just wanted to see what a cave of some type would look like as this goes through. Eventually, I do want a cave to be built over all this, so some aspect of this is going to be accurate, but just don't imagine it looking quite like what you see here at the moment. That's all. But just giving you kind of the overview of the entrance area to the park. That's it. That's really all that's going to be in here for this section. It's just the one ride right here, and the sky ride. The overview of the vista to the left, and then we're gonna take this path back here to connect to whatever rest of the theme park that I build back in this area. My plan for now is to build a wooden coaster somewhere back in this area, and perhaps one other very small, like, family type coaster, and then it's just gonna be rides and shops filling in the rest, and maybe like water rides or something. But I don't want to have too many roller coasters in this park. I don't want it to be like a massive roller coaster park. It just bogs down the computer too much with it at the end of the day. So if I do anything and want to have other grandiose ideas of coasters, then what I would probably do is come back and demolish some of it and do a version 2 or something like that. Just an entirely different theme park in a way. Or like you see with regular theme parks, 20 years down the road, whatever coaster they built at some point in time gets demolished and they put in a newer, nicer, modern one. So who knows? Anyhow, that's it for now. Thanks for checking it out. You get to see more of this later. For now, there's your quick tease. Thanks for checking in.